to do me a favor, and I want everybody to go to their Facebook page, and I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do it myself actively while we're on the show right now. And go to your Facebook page, and I want y'all to share this show tonight. We got an excellent show. We have excellent guests. Tonight is gonna be an excellent night. So be sure to go and share. Tell all your friends about it, cause tonight we're gonna have fun. Tonight we're gonna learn some things. Tonight we're in business, y'all. All right. See y'all in a bit. You some heavy hitters from many industries of the business world, from entertainment to automobiles, education to personal care. Tonight, we bring four black entrepreneurs that not only sustain life through their own business, but employ those of their communities with the opportunity to provide for their families as well. Tonight, we go from Dallas to all parts of East Texas and back again to introduce some and present to others what we know black excellence can be. Tonight, we're in business with special guests Ozell Graham, Damon Dugan, Stephanie Dixon, and Demarcus Bailey. We gave you what you wanted with the N-word. We gave you what you wanted with the class of 1996. But tonight, we give you what you need. Just stay tuned. Ace.
Hey man, look here. I wanted to testify and jump around on that, but I know we don't have time. What's going on, world? I thought rebrand us. Very happy to be here this evening. We have some phenomenal people on our show. First up, I want to introduce a personal family friend, a great woman, Miss Stephanie Dixon, the inspirational diva. She's a podcast, internet radio personality. She's a best-selling author. She is a playwright, model, and it's like 20 other things that I could run down a list for. And we're going to get into it a little bit, talk to her, and just find out about who she is and what she does. Now, this segment is actually brought to you guys by Paparazzi by Kayleen. Take a look.
I'm excited. This is an accomplishment for me. And I always have to put myself to the limit. Not only am I a book author, but I am Amazon's best-selling book author.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I like that. We coming up in the world. Well, Stephanie, thank you for being here on the show. How you doing this evening? I know we got a little freeze, a little delay, so y'all kind of got to bear with us when we get our technical difficulties.
I'm doing well.
That's good. And don't worry, we got the little freeze delay. It's a tad bit awkward, but we're gonna work through it. We actually just here to talk about you and some of the things you got going on. First, tell us how did the inspirational diva come about? Oh yeah.
Well, the inspirational diva, it came about because I used to model, and the group that I used to model with, the founder of that group always called the women divas, and he called the men gents. So when I stopped modeling and went into radio, I had my audience to help me pick a name for the show. Well, because some of my listeners knew that I modeled, they said, well, since you're always giving people inspiration and always encouraging people, and use the model. So that's where the inspirational diva.
Okay, I like that. That's a great story right there. Now I know you personally, but I know you do many things. You got a lot of irons in the fire. I guess we can kind of just talk about you got two major things going on right now. I guess we can talk about those, and then we can kind of backtrack on what you just do on a normal basis all the time. So right now you're actually a best-selling author on Amazon, and you have a big time. You have a play coming to the Metroplex, and
Nice.
you also have the mother-son brunch coming up. Tell us a little bit about the play.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, the play is titled Many Faces of Women. And so you can see that. Uh-oh.
Hey, we could see it on time and everything. That was
Okay. So okay. The play is titled Many Faces of Women. And Many Faces of Women is a monologue. And there are 9 different women. You have the ghetto woman on the bus stop, you have the church woman, you have the single mother, you have the abused woman, you have the vain woman, you have the woman of freedom, you have the woman that attempted suicide, you have the gossiping woman, and you have the woman with Alzheimer's. Now, I play the role of the woman with Alzheimer's, and I do that in remembrance of my mom, who passed from complications with Alzheimer's. And so these 9 women are on stage by themselves, individually, and they're telling their story of triumph, their story. How this came about is I've been a hairstylist for 35 years. Everything. I
Okay.
wrote Many Faces of Women based on some of the things that I have heard and some of the things that I've experienced myself. So that's Many Faces of Women. Came from Saturday, May 21st. There's a 5 o'clock p.m. show and an 8 o'clock show at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters.
Okay. You kind of ruined. I had a real good joke. I had a real good joke set up, but I didn't know that your character was based on your mom. So I'm a scoot on. I'm a scoot on from the joke. Now this isn't your first play either, though.
Okay.
How many plays did this make?
This is probably like my 5th or 6th production. My very first production was Not Too Young to Serve God, and it was a stage play that was geared toward young people because we don't have anything that's really geared toward our young people. And so I am a youth ministry director at my church. I mentor young people, and so that one was like really near and dear to my heart to do something that was focused to the young people, which focused on teen pregnancy, alcoholism, drug use, suicide, bulimia, parent-child relationships, and a whole lot more. And then some other productions that I haven't written have been productions just for like churches or other events that people have asked me to write for.
Okay. Well, that's all good right there. Now tell us. So you have this the big brunch coming up, the mother son brunch. What brought that about?
Yes. Well, I am a boy mom. My son is, how old is my son? 34 years old. And we are very close. And so.
He doesn't exactly qualify for boy mom anymore, does he?
Well, okay, I'm a man mom. But I know a lot of times they have daddy-daughter dances and things like that. So, I just wanted to do a mother-son brunch. And that is going to be May 7th. And it's going to be from 11:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. It's going to be at the Zula B. Wiley Library in Cedar Hill. So it's going to be a brunch, and it's going to be like a whole just fun. I'm telling people, come dressed comfortably because we're not sitting down just eating. We're going to be we're going to be playing games. We're going to be singing. We're going to be doing a whole lot of stuff. So it's going to be a really fun brunch, and that is going to be at the Zula B. Wiley Library in Cedar Hill, Texas, and it's going to be Saturday, May 7th. And I might be just a little partial to boys because I have one, well, I have a man, son. But it is going to be a lot of fun. And I've done Mother's Day brunches before, and we just had so much fun doing it. And so this time I said, let me just focus on mother-son relationships this time with this brunch.
Well, I'm definitely I'm gonna try to sneak up there and hang around the door or whatever like that. I know my
Hey,
son.
come on.
Yeah, my son, my wife will be in the place to be. I'll be hanging out somewhere around there with that right there.
Okay.
We're talking about those projects. Now the best-selling author on Amazon. Now, first, I'm gonna need you to tell everybody that I'm some type of inspiration for this book since you hit the best-selling status.
Nice.
Okay. So I try my best not to lie. Jesus. So let me see how I can work it.
You didn't make it.
Well, it's called Life According to the Busy Single Parent. And I am not single. I'm happily married now, but there was a time when I was a single parent. And I lived a very busy life because during that time is when I started modeling, I started acting, and just doing some other things. And then not only was I busy with my own projects, and then I was doing hair full time as well. But my son was active. He was in football. He's an artist, so I had him in art programs and just whatever he participated in at school. I was always there. And so when I saw this project, Life of a Busy Single Parent, I asked the visionary, Mia Whitley, even though I'm married, can I still be a part of this project because I was a busy single parent? And she said I could. And I just really believe that my chapter that I wrote will talk about the sacrifices that I made because as a mom, a single mom, I had to make some sacrifices. There were some opportunities that were awarded to me that I wasn't able to do because I didn't want to leave my son. But then not only did I have to make sacrifices, my son had to make sacrifices as well because there were times when he wanted to hang out with his mom, but I was busy trying to build a business until I had to say, I'm not going to be able to this weekend. So it was just there's sacrifices on both ends. And one thing I don't like to say, a single mother, because for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, so I don't want anybody to come for me for saying this about my life. To me, sometimes that warrants sympathy. I don't want sympathy. I didn't want sympathy as a mother that was single. I was a hardworking woman. I still am. And I did what I needed to do for my family because I was divorced with my son. So Life According to the Busy Single Parent for me is just talking about my busy life and talking about the sacrifices of not just myself, but also the sacrifices of my son as well. So this book, of course, we did make Amazon's best-selling book in, I believe, 2 or 3 categories. So that was major for me because this is my first time ever writing anything. And I did it all in one night. I just sat down and just wrote my chapter all in one night. So I'm very excited about it. So
Impressive.
I encourage anyone, and it's not just me. I don't want to say it's just me. It's not just my book. As you can see, there are several, can y'all see that? I'm making sure I angled this right. Several authors, okay, there you go. Several other authors that have contributed to this book as well. So everyone is telling their story and everyone's story is different. And what I do like about the book is that we also have a male that, let me see, where is it?
Yeah, I saw
Trying to
that.
work these cameras is funny. We also have a male that is also telling his story of being okay, I'm trying to get this in front of the camera. There we go. Telling his story of being a busy single parent. And so I just thought that was something different because we always hear it from women,
Absolutely.
how their life is being so to hear and see that a man wrote his story as well is refreshing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
That
great.
sounds like, hey, you know what? It is a pleasure and honor to know you. I just have to, real quick, before we wrap things up, I definitely have to give you your props. Let everybody know. The Inspirational Diva Show is responsible for my daughter's organization blowing up, the Let's Start Giving Foundation. She had us on her show, her and Big Husky were producing, and we came in and it showed us nothing but love from there. So I appreciate you for that, and I thank you for that.
Hey, thank you very much for being on, Stephanie. We really appreciate. We applaud all that you
Yeah.
do, by the way.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, that's definitely
Good job, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
Hey, look, coming up next, we have another guest who has his own business who I'm pretty proud of because he's my homeboy. Kim going to talk a whole lot about him. So y'all stay tuned. He'll be on in about, just hold tight for about 15 seconds. All right, we're back. Kim.
So tonight I'm pretty excited about bringing the entrepreneur on that I'm introducing. I want to introduce the owner of Iconic Auto Sales. He is a homeboy of mine who is from Commerce, Texas, by way of Sulphur Springs. Damon is a great husband, a great father, a great grandfather. He's just an all around great hustler. Anything that Damon sells, he's been pretty successful at. So I just want to bring Damon on tonight and congratulate him and tell him how proud we are of him. Brought to you by Jaquithia Stinson. But first,
well, I was going to bring up Jaquithia, but brought you by Jaquithia Stinson. She's a notary. She's a loan signing agent, services real estate, documents, trust deeds, power of attorney, affidavits, mortgages, and much more. For more information, call 817-703-6250. What's that number again, Ace? 817-703-6250.
I'm sorry I was muted, everybody. That's the number.
But first, there we go. What's up, Damon? How you doing, brother?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you very well. We've been
already. I'm good, bro. I'm glad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you, Damon Dugan. He is from our hometown of Sulphur Springs, Texas, by way of Commerce, Texas, and he is the owner of Iconic. What is it? Iconic, just sales, auto sales.
Iconic Auto Sales.
All right. So one of those things that I know about you, Damon, and I've been knowing you and knowing of you for quite some time, and I say this in the most respectful way. Damon is a hustler. He hustles. He one of them dudes. He just see you got some people who are afraid to go out and get go out and get the business. You got people like me who go get a job. It's safe. Damon say no. I'm gonna create my own job. So tell us where this started, Damon.
Man, it started when I got out from being incarcerated, man. Locked up in the building. My motto was I don't want to get a job being a factory, being a building. So I couldn't get a job. And I was sending a bunch of referrals up to Honey Jeffrey at Go with Merle. So I was making more off of referrals than Joe Mack was paying his workers. So he wanted to meet me. So when I got in there, I took on my check. He wanted to meet me. His deal was, do you know 100 names? Dude, that was the hardest thing I ever done was coming up with 100 names right then. So finally, I got to about 56 names, and the dude walked by me and loved me. He was like, "Hey man, go get the phone book." I'm like, "Get the phone book? What do we do with a phone book?" Like, just get the name, start writing names. Okay, I did it. Got 100 names when I took it to Joe Mack. Like, you start tomorrow. That was your application. I'm like, I want you here tomorrow and start work. All them 100 names you got, you send them a postcard and let them know you're here working. I'm like, all right, cool. So that was in 2000. So ever since then, I've been in the car business, man, selling cars. They send me to finance, learned sales management, hire and fire. They taught me all this over 20 years. So it got to a point where, like, I'm tired of going from dealership to dealership, getting our dealership going and getting it up and running. I can do this myself. So it got to a point where I just like, hey, I was at the point, couldn't get a job, man. I got a little bit of money. I'm going to just dump it all. I'm going to just take a chance, go with a car lot. That's what I did. I started from there 5 years ago, man. And I've been here. It was a struggle the first 3 years. It was a struggle, though. I was on my own. And I went through some stuff with my boys, and they held my money up. So I was just basically just sitting there with like 1 or 2 cars for the longest. And a dude come through. I got blessed with Leroy, Tyrone Malone. We got the barbershop and stuff up there. He come through and helped me out, and they went in with me. and we got up and got going. Now I got floor plan, got finance company. I can do finance. I can do everything. But the deal was, like I was talking to Kim about yesterday, my whole deal was when I was first getting in this, everybody always told me, dude, you're a felon. You can never own a car lot. You've been to prison. That's bull. Man, you get out there and get it. If you want it, you get out there and get it. You go get your car lot. You know, do what you want to do. That felon, so that's bull. Don't let that hold you up. Go get it. You want it. That's what I did. I went out there and got it. I'm like, I'm tired of working for people. I want it myself. I know how to do it. I love cars. Dad. I grew up with my dad working on cars.
Yeah.
He just blows me out. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be dirty all day. I don't want to come home dirty all day. So I'm going to go to the other side of cars. I'm going to sell them. I buy them, sell them. I send them over to my dad and brother. They fix them. They got the shop in Greenville. So I've been here doing this car lot 5 years, man. Just rolling. Trying to get it.
All right.
And doing very
That's
well,
it.
might I add, y'all. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got
already.
inventory. He's got his website
Yeah.
up. Tell him what the website is, Damon.
Website is www.buyiconic.com.
Okay.
Buyiconic. BUYIKONIC. Y'all see it right there.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
tell us, you said, your dad had kind of inspired you because he's been in the auto repair business for a long time. And if y'all don't know his dad's name is Bird. I don't know what Bird's real name is.
Robert Harris.
Okay, so he has a shop in Greenville and he's well known.
Yeah.
But Damon said he's really into older cars now. So kind of tell us how that kind of shaped and molded you into your business.
Well, like I said, when I was a kid, in the summertime when the kids out playing, they out enjoying their summer, I was working. I had to go to work with my dad during the summer. So I go over there, work on cars. He learned me everything. He taught me everything. But it just wasn't me. I didn't like the point of being dirty all day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. I'm like, I had to do something different. And just once, I just didn't do it. But he put me in them cars, drag races. We always went to Paris to the drag strip. I stayed at the drag strip. So I was always dealing with cars. I love cars. I got a passion for it. Cars, motorcycles, whatever. I love it. And it just got to the point. It's just me. I'm a car man. I love cars. I can tell you all about them, do all about them, and I know them.
Yeah, he's right
Got a
about
little
that,
bit.
y'all, because me being a single mom, if I had any kind of question about a car or anything or what I needed to do, Damon would always steer me in the right direction. He would
Yeah.
to me straight,
got it.
So, and I feel
I
like
pull
he
up
can help
on-
anybody.
I pulled up on there, and he was sitting downtown the other day. He flew out. I said, I'm going to pull out the vet today. I had to go downtown to the bank for something. I was just
He's showing off his vet.
Oh, yeah.
I see this dude sit down on the bench. I'm like, who's this black dude sit downtown and just sit there? Like he's waiting to pick up all this.
All the money next to the bank, right?
Oh, shit. You there? You there?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. I guess he's freezing up a little bit on us.
Hopefully you can hear us though, Damon. So we got Damon Dugan on right now. Damon Dugan is talking about his company, Iconic Auto Sales. That's the name of it. Iconic Auto Sales in Sulphur Springs. Be sure to go to buyiconic.com and purchase your car from this black-owned business. Hey, later on we got Demarcus Bailey coming, and that's going to be very exciting. The director, producer, writer Demarcus Bailey is coming, and after that we have another heavy hitter, Ozell Graham. Let's go back and try to see if we can get if Damon is there. Damon, can you hear us?
I hear you.
Okay, good. Hey, Damon, one of the questions I have to ask, I'm going to ask everybody this, and I think I missed it on Stephanie, is I'm intrigued because I want to be a business owner, but you don't have that fear. Ozell didn't have, he's going to be on later. He don't have that fear, neither I'm sure does Demarcus. Where did the fear lead? Because you're going to go through 3 years of triumph whenever you try to start your business, but yet you did it, and now you're a successful business owner. Did you ever have the fear, and if you did, how did you overcome that fear?
I didn't have the fear, bro. I had the faith. It was not fear. It was faith.
All right.
I love it.
I mean, you got to leap out there. You got to take a chance. Just take a chance. Just have the faith and roll with it, man. Pray. I prayed and prayed. It was hard. It was hard from the jump. You just out here in the middle of nowhere. You like take a chance to lose all this money, or you go back to a company, factory, and work for the man. So I just had the faith, man. I prayed and prayed, and good Lord put a man in my life, man. Which Reverend Spivey here with me every day. So I'm here, he drilling the Bible in. We talking about Bible all day. He on me. So we here talking about the Bible going. But when Tyrone Malone, he got a barbershop there. He bought Mr. Miller a barbershop.
Okay.
And me and him was just sitting up. I'm in there getting haircut with me. I'm just dude. I need to invest because it's hard it's hard for a black man. I walk in banks down here like, hey, I need to get a floor plan. They all know me because I've been in the car business from here, but a black man can't even walk in there and get $100,000 for $200,000. You can't do it. So it's super hard. So I had a dude come in, he started rolling. People saw we making the money moving the car, now they give us a floor plan. So now we up and rolling, getting finance companies to get going. This is gonna be like a dealership. Just roll and help the people.
Right.
Ain't trying to knock your head out. Give people good cars, move it, go get some more. That's it. Yeah,
and let me tell you, y'all,
that's all he is, fake.
Yes. He really displays all the cars that he has on the website and on Snapchat as well, every single day. So he has a nice cars, really nice cars. You check him out. He's right off the highway on Interstate 30. I'm sure he'll steer you in the right direction. Damon, we just want to let you know we're so proud of you. And I really am.
Thank you.
Really proud of you. See how far.
And I'm sorry, man. I know you've been trying to get me on this show, bro, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh man, hey, you doing very well right now. We glad you. Hey, you got about.
Trying, boy. He been over it.
So you got a couple minutes before we have to move on, but tell us what you got next. Cause see, in the time that I've been knowing you, you have not just been a car dealer, car sale person. I'm not going to name all the things. I bought some things from you. I'm not going to start naming all those things. But I know this is not the end. What's next for you, and what's your strategy?
This is my deal, man. I'm right now. I'm working on because there's nothing to do there for the older crowd. So I'm trying to get this club going where I can bring in some comedians, some blues artists. My dude King South, he ready to come down here. I'm just get something for people to do, man. So I'm working on this club deal with this dude now, which they going through the fire and stuff. But once they get gone, hopefully we have something to bring your mom and dad out and come talk, laugh at some comedians or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my mom and dad, my mom and dad are listening right now, and you also made the statement something for these old folks. So I just want to let them know. Hey, speaking of which, let's go to the comments real quick. Actually, Sydney Goodson said, "What has inspired you to start a business, and what were the key ideas that gave you ideas? What has inspired you to start a business, and what were some of the key ideas that gave you an idea?" You got like 30 seconds.
I mean, I just knew the business. They taught me the business when I was working at all these car lots. They gave me the business. They taught me everything. They sent me to school.
Right.
So I'm like, I can do this myself. As long as you got the cap and somebody, like I said, the faith. You got the faith, man, and you got the good Lord with you, bro. You just jump out there. Try it.
Right.
Whatever you want to do.
I love
That's it.
Good answer.
I love it.
Great answer, man. That's a good way to end.
Coming on, Damon.
Already. Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, look, we're going to get your internet worked out next time, and we're going to have you on the show again. We really, really appreciate it.
I'm ready for you. I'm ready.
All right.
Hey, well, you have a good one. We'll see you the next time.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, so we got some more coming up, coming your way here in just a little bit. But y'all be sure to go and check these people out. Support these people. He's online. So if you're thinking, he in Sulphur Springs, there's a way for you to get to him. He's at www.iconic. What was it? Iconic. Buy Iconic. Get scrolling at the bottom. I didn't see it. Y'all know I got that reading thing right. Buyiconic.com. So definitely do that. Hey, every one of these segments that we have tonight, we have 4 of them, by the way. They're all being brought to you by someone. The first one, I believe, was brought to you by Kayleen's Paparazzi. The second one was being brought to you by Jaquithia. All right? So who's the third one being brought to you by? Do y'all want a drum roll, or y'all want me to just go ahead and say it?
Want to bring the curb appeal back to your home or business? Let us help you. Call Ace Power Washing at 469-337-4080. Or email us at powerwashingace3@gmail.com. Whether it's sidewalks, driveways, house or building washing, we'll take care of it. Call or email today for your free quote. We'll see you soon.
We're back.
That was
Yes,
phenomenal.
sir. Yes, sir. See, I'm glad I got the A Power Wash, man. So we got some money coming in for this part of the show. Appreciate that. So I have the opportunity and honor to introduce our next guest. I've been knowing this cat for over 2007, 2008, that area.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So this cat is from Tyler, Texas. I've been knowing this cat. He's a real humble cat. You know, he's somebody who loves his town, loves his family, loves his community. Somebody who was worked real hard to get where he's at. He's involved in a lot of different things that we'll talk about a little bit today. We'll get to everything. Hopefully get a chance to get him back on as well at some point to kind of dig into why he got into a little bit more and all the things that he's a part of. But without further ado, we're going to do a little video for you, Mr. Demarcus. But without further ado, we're going to introduce Demarcus Bailey, one of the proud residents of Tyler. Well, he's resident of Dallas now, but he's from Tyler, Texas.
East
The Rose
Texas
City.
Tech.
The Rose City. But first,
Demarcus Bailey out of Tyler, Texas. Stay the course. Everything is not going to be a hit. You got to trust your talent, believe in yourself. Don't try to go in looking for the big home run every time, because 4 singles is a score.
Welcome, Demarcus Bailey.
How y'all doing, man? I like that, man. I didn't know you did that.
Hey, let me tell you something. I did that because I knew you were going to be on the show, and I thought maybe I could get a job if
I knew it.
yes, sir. So Demarcus,
How y'all doing?
We're good, man. How about
Good.
yourself?
Pretty good.
So we got like 12 minutes, so we don't want to hold you up too much today. But like I said, at some of the point, we'll get you back on. Hopefully, and talk about a little bit more of your projects. But first of all, can you let everybody know some of the things that you do off the top, and then we'll get into one that's really dear to me, and I want to get everybody to know about the clothing line a little bit too. So I want tell everybody a little bit about everything that you do.
I'm Demarcus Bailey out of Tyler, Texas. Writer, director, producer, entrepreneur, I guess, friend, uncle, I guess whatever you want to call it.
Demarcus, if you get to where you start saying neighbor, we got to scold you on the show.
Keep your humble. He got plays. He got movies that's out right now too. He owns a trucking company. He has a clothing company. But I mean, just this kind of cat he is real humble. But real quick, I'm curious about the clothing company. What is it in college?
Called integrity. I try to service big men. I want to do something for the big man. Because I'm a big guy myself, and it's hard for us to find clothes, and I wanted to, try to find something for us, get something for us. Called integrity, something that I really stand on, being a man of my word, and being a man of integrity. So something I just wanted to do.
Absolutely. If they wanted to purchase some integrity gear, where would they go buy that?
You can go. You really just hit me online. Hit me on Facebook or Instagram. My Facebook is Demarcus Bailey. Instagram is JL Bailey Film. You can hit me up and I'll get you what you need. We don't have a lot right now. We're still growing. But, I can get you t-shirts, hoodies, jogging suits. But we're gonna get more to come.
Absolutely. So real quick, also too, what got you into the playwright business? What got you started there?
I was at a church. I was going through something in my life, and we had a skit called Chains about how things happen. How the links create a chain. How things that happen in your life, makes you to who you are. And I was going through something, and that day I went to the altar. I just let that go, let it all go. And I feel like God just did something, put something inside of me, released something that I didn't even know I had. And I did the skit at a bigger venue, and it sold out. And people kept asking, when are you gonna write another play? I'm not a writer, whatever. So I wrote something called Prodigal Son. 1,700 people came. People asking me, when are you gonna write again? I wrote something. I was in my little Steve Urkel stage, right? I watch Steve Urkel a lot. So I wrote a play called Single or Saved. 1,700 people came. I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
So I wrote another play called How to Love. 1,700 people came. I met a guy named Snoop, and then things just took off from there.
So did you know that you could write when you were in school? When did you have this idea that you had to write?
To be honest, I thought I was gonna sing, man. I used to sing a lot when I was young. Man, my grandfather was a famous gospel singer, and my other grandfather made me start singing when I was like 8 years old. Put me in front of the church and made me start singing. So I thought that's what I was gonna do. I didn't know that it was a different kind of ministry that the guy had for me, and I didn't even know I could write, man. I ain't gonna. I'll be honest with you. I did not know, but it's so easy to me. That's why I know it's a gift from God, because it's something that I never imagined that I was going to be doing. I really thought I was going to be singing or playing basketball, stuff like that. I never thought I'd be writing.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
So how did you break through? What was your big? I mean, of course, you told us all the 1700s and so forth. But what was the moment that you say, you know what, I'm letting it all go, and this is the only thing I'm going to do?
When I was watching I was at work one night and I was watching a movie called Plug Love, and I said I can do this. So I wrote a movie called Love and Drugs. Just doing so, I put all the money I had. I was married at the time, and we sold our house. Sold our house, and yeah.
Major sacrifice.
Yeah, I sold our house and did the movie, and man, I did not know it was gonna take off like it did. It took off. Like it's still like the most like the most gross film that up on the distribution company still to this day. And I did another movie called Black Diamond. It did great, and I just started writing. And now things that come to my head. Distribution company calls me every couple of months. We want you to do something else. Write something else. I did a Christmas movie last year. Christmas movies are only supposed to pop around Christmas time. It's still popping today.
Nice. So you got Tyler Perry, you got Spike Lee, you got name all these different black people. If you had to pick an inspiration, which one would be your inspiration?
I'll say John Singleton.
Okay.
I'll say John Singleton. He was I like his message. Minus the boys and the dope, all the drugs and minus all that. But I like the message that he had. Unity in black people that I really liked. I would say him.
So I've watched a few of your plays and a few of your movies too. You definitely keep it like 100 about what goes on in the community, what goes on in the hood, but you also keep that positive spin too.
Right.
Is that what your goal is when you write?
To be honest with you, man, I'm not a hood writer, man. I'm like a Peter. I mean, my mom always called me Peter, the person who can go get, the deep, the go out and get the fish that don't nobody want to get. And I just start doing hood stuff so I can reach those people and really minister to them. And I got those people up under me now. Those hood dudes, those thugs that don't nobody want to fool with. Now they listen to me, and now I can minister to them and tell them the goodness of God and tell them how wonderful God is. And that's what I'm going towards now with these faith-based film. I didn't kind of turn the nod to go to talk about Christ more. So that's where I'm at.
All right, now I like that.
Nice.
Demarcus, you may not know it, but we have a good friend in common, Brennan Williams.
Who?
Brennan,
yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a good friend. So me and Brennan LBs. That's my link. We
okay. Yeah, Brennan. Brennan.
I'm supposed to be kicking a shout out to April Martin also. When we told everybody that you were going to be on the show, they just started coming out the woodworks.
Hey, April, I don't know what that is though.
Hey, don't feel bad. He know a lot of folks. Don't feel bad.
Well, Demarcus, I don't think I know nobody that you know.
I know Brennan though. I definitely know Brennan.
Oh yeah, that's my man. That's my brother right there, man.
That's my dude.
So you said Peter. I thought you were going to take it to a Peter Brady and your voice change type of scenario.
Nah.
So the spiritual side. I mean, love and drugs. And I've seen a couple of your movies, but I mean, the message. How important is the message?
The message is the most important thing. You can hide the message. with anything, you know, even in the cake, the best part of the cake is the sugar, but you don't even see it. You know,
Yeah, I love it. Nice analogy.
you know, you don't even see it. You know, it's just all about hiding it. You know, and that's what I try to do. I try to hide the message with the entertainment, but there's always going to be a message. You know, about love and drugs is really about black love. You know, we just put drugs in it to get the people to watch it because you know we we love
I've
you know
actually
we
heard of the first one that you said. What was it called? The first
love and drugs, Black Diamond.
No,
The play, one of the plays.
the first play,
Prodigal Son or Chains?
The Prodigal Son.
Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
actually
right.
heard that. I want to say that my homegirl actually asked me to go and see that with her. Something
Really? Okay.
fell through.
Yeah.
Something fell through. So,
Yeah.
but I'm sure I'll get a chance to support you in the future.
Sure, appreciate you.
So Demarcus, we got a couple more minutes left. I'm curious, do you have any projects coming up that we can look forward to coming up?
Yeah, I'm about to wrap. I just wrapped another Christmas movie called True Christmas. I just wrapped that, and we filming right now a movie called The Forbidden Daughter. It's my first space-based film. Really, The Prodigal Son, but I made it 2 girls instead of boys. I got that one, and then I think I'm gonna do this movie called 80-20 next.
Okay.
Tyler Perry inspired. Are you going back to Tyler? So, what about these movies? These documentary movies? You know, about some particular person. You know what? I really didn't like the way they did the James Brown movie. Thought it was horrible. Sorry if y'all disagree, but
I totally agree.
R.I.P. to both in the chat. But are you going in that direction?
People have called me and asked me to write documentaries. But right now it's something I just don't know if I could do right now. I don't have time to study. I don't like to study people. Like
I'll
that.
help you. We can do my life story in the future. I'll
I get that a lot. Please do my life story. Please do it.
I'll be with you every step of the way.
Now, see, I do. For those of you who don't know, we're talking to Demarcus Bailey out of Tyler, Texas, director, writer, producer. I don't know if acting is on there. Are you an actor too?
I don't know. No, I stay in my lane.
So he has a lot of different movies that are out there, and you're a singer. So now, are we completely done with the singing portion?
I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah, I don't do that no more. I lost that gift.
But not even in a segment in one of your movies or in one of your plays.
I mean, you might. I mean, if you watch a True Christmas, you might hear my voice.
Okay then. Okay.
You might hear my voice a little bit.
Okay.
In the choir.
Last question I got for you, Demarcus. I noticed your production company is called J.F. Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Tell about who is that and why that's important for you.
J.F. Bailey, that's my late grandfather. My grandfather's name was James Pennell. And you know what? Right before I started working at Youth and Family, he had died. That's when he had died. And when I was growing up, man, he never got a chance to see me do anything good. He was always, he putting the church up to get me out of jail. Just doing so much for me. And I vowed. I didn't graduate. I didn't do nothing. While he was living. So when he died, I vowed to make his name great. That's been my goal, to make his name great and keep what he instilled in me, and that's to be a man of integrity. And that's what I've been trying to do, since he passed.
Love it, man. That's a story of change. That's a story that you need to write about. Everybody can change.
Right.
And Demarcus Bailey, man, we really appreciate you being on this show. I'm going to let them say their own things, but I'm very appreciative myself.
Yeah.
Eric.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for coming on, Demarcus, man. We'll chop it up a little later on, and like I said, another time we'll get you on to kind of talk more about your projects and more about the drive behind why you do what you do. Man,
Okay.
Thank you so much for being on tonight.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Yes,
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah. Peace.
Hey, coming up next, we got my main man, my first barber when I moved to Dallas, Texas, Ozell Graham. I just cannot wait. Hey, we'll see y'all in about 5 seconds. All right, we're back. Now, that didn't take very long. What's up, Ozell? How you doing?
What's going on?
Right on, right on.
What's up, brother?
Look at that energy. See, that's what nobody else's guest brought was that energy. I love it. And let me get this plug in real quick. This segment is brought to you by the Easter Egg Hunt in Sulphur Springs, Texas. Come by Saturday, April the 16th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're doing donuts. We're doing face paint, money eggs at the Grace Building in the Pacific Park. Ozell, you can't be there because you're going to be a barber, but we love to see you there. Now, let me tell y'all something. I moved to Dallas in 2001. And I went to this place called Ebony's for You, and my head was nappy. I worked for the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Somebody said to me, "Man, your head nappy." No, I'm kidding. They didn't say that. But I knew it was. So I asked the people up front. I said, "Hey, I need a cut." I said, "Where can I go?" Didn't even know they had barbers in the back. They said, "Man, this is a dude named Ozell back there. He cold with it." And there's like 5, 6 other barbers back there, but they didn't mention him. Anyway, fast forward today. He's working for Ebony for You. Fast forward today. Correct me when I'm wrong, Ozell. He got 2 hoodie awards. He got 4 shops in the DFW Metroplex. He's the owner of At Ease Hair and Skincare. I'm reading it because it's just too much to memorize. Countless speaking engagements all the time, and he is the celebrity barber. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Ozell Graham. But first,
you can have talent without coaching, and you just have talent. But once you hook talent up with good coaching, and you have greatness.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's what's up.
What up?
Yeah.
Hey,
What up?
Hey, check it out. Now, I ain't know who you was, Ant.
I know.
I look closer, and you said Sulphur Springs. I only know one Anthony from Sulphur Springs.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Hey, that's the Ozell. Ozell, you might not remember this, man. I had a standing, I'm looking over here like I can see you, but I'm going to look at the screen. I had a standing 9 o'clock, which I haven't talked to Ozell in 20 years. Let me go ahead and throw that out there now. I had a 9 o'clock every day. It was me, it was Ozell, it was me, then it was Greg Street. I don't know if you remember that. One time Ozell came to me, he said, "Hey, man," he said, "Roy Williams is looking for a date. Do you know anybody coming to town?" I said, "Yeah, man, Destiny's Child coming to town." Bada boom, bada bing, they date for like 8 years or however long they date. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
All right, we wanted to get...
What's up, man? What's
Hey,
up,
man.
rebrandUS? We on this thing.
What's good?
Bring that energy. Bring it.
You get up in this thing.
Yes, sir.
So we have Ozell Graham. Ozell, first of all, when I first met you, you were just a barber. You was a barber at a place. You talked about, some of the big things that you had going on. You were cutting Nelly's hair. You were cutting Snoop Dogg's hair. You were cutting George Wallace's hair. And now I see you cutting everybody's hair. You got 2 hoodie awards from Steve Harvey. Tell us where it began and tell us how you got all this stuff going.
Well, let me like we in church. See, because I don't know what part of Texas y'all from, what part of the country y'all from. But see, I'm from Sulphur Springs, and that's the country. You ride right through that thing going 30 east, coming 30 back to Dallas. But in that old church with that regular piano that's been out of tune for a long time, you say first.
Counsel.
This was all in God's blueprint of who He wanted and designed Ozell Graham to be. So that's where it started. It started with God, right?
Right.
The Bible says, I don't know the scriptures now, but just being in the barbershop, you cut a lot of preachers' hair, you cut a lot of, wannabe preachers' hair. And
right on.
It's a scripture. I can't tell you where it's at, but it said faith without work is dead.
It's dead, right?
So it all started with just fulfilling the blueprint that God had on my life and having faith, because I like to call that connection between God and the source, be it me, be it you. It's like that cell phone signal. When you pick up that cell phone, it goes straight to the tower, right? So whenever God gives you that idea, when God gives you that law, He just wants you to take those necessary steps to do it. So when you think things are going to be hard for you, things really are easy for you because He's carrying you through the situation. So it all started with God and just having faith and acting on the signals that you sent to my brain.
Man, I love it. God makes room for those talents that He's giving you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell us, Mr. Ozell, how, I'm sure you faced adversity. Can you tell us like some of the struggles that you've had throughout the years?
I face adversity every morning I wake up. That's one of the things that you're gonna face, because when it's somewhere you're trying to go, you're gonna always have certain things that get in your way. I like to say, as African American men, we when we wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, we have a struggle with ourselves. If we have a loved one in the house, a woman, sometimes she gonna put a little pressure on it, and we gotta struggle with that. If we got the kids that don't want to listen to us, we gotta struggle with that. So when we get in our cars on our way to work, we gotta struggle in traffic. And then when we get to these jobs where we just barely making it, and we know they don't like us, and they looking for one reason to get rid of us, we struggle. So it's a struggle every day. But one of the things you got to understand, and you got to keep doing, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting, because success is not a destination. So if you want, you got to fight through it. And as I say, the point C,
love it, man. I love the analogy. I love the analogy that you use. You got to keep fighting. Muhammad Ali said, if you wanna stop starting over, then quit quitting. If you don't want to start over no more, don't quit no more. I love that analogy.
So get me with something right there.
Bob and we, Deborah McLeod. Shout out to Deborah McLeod. She said you are her husband's army buddy.
Yeah,
Deborah McLeod.
What's up? What's hey? We go way back. When he first met, he actually that he borrowed $5 from me to buy you them flowers. So don't let them tell you no different. So that was my roommate in Army, and I used to practice on his head.
Those are my cousins.
For real?
Yeah, Deborah is my first cousin. Our mothers are sisters. So I know Eric very well.
You look just like the that light just shine on your forehead. Look that. What? What?
Well, this world's small,
No, I'm not
right?
from Fort Worth. I'm from East Texas. Sulphur Springs all day.
So it's now got these ocean springs, stuff like that.
What'd you say? Yeah, what?
That ocean spring, that ocean.
He done drove down 30 just a couple times too many, huh, kid?
Now, Ozell, I also think that I think you were when you were at even if you my cousin D Rich cut her up there with you for a second.
Portfolio.
Yeah, that's my.
D Rich had portfolio back then.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a cool cook. Hey, cousin is cool as dude. He the coolest Bob I ever. He the most Bob I ever knew. Cowboy and cowboy boots and flat.
Oh yeah. We was together this weekend. He's still Western GQ.
So Ozell, you doing it all. Like I say, you were a barber when I first met you, but now you got at ease hair. You're gonna have to tell us about that. But most importantly, I've seen. Look, we're Facebook friends. I see your social media platforms. Ozell markets. Ozell is not just Ozell. He's got characters who market for us. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Well,
Hold on. Wait just a second, Ozell. I think your phone is going in and out. It may be the distance.
Yes, come a little closer. There you go.
I said it's like rebrand. People only know you for what you show, right? It's just like that kid, that 1-year-old kid. When you see them golden arches and you hear that commercial McDonald's, you put it together. McDonald's. So, what I'm trying to do is just get into the psyche, get into the mind of individuals. So it's right here, the stage shop, whatever it may be. When you hear a name like Ozell, it is down. You may never heard of it before. So what you're trying to do is just, put that name with that guy that you know that. So all you want to do is just keep being who you are. Look at Tyler Perry. But who took Tyler Perry to himself.
Look, and you play it so smart though, because you got those hoodie awards. That's amazing. You, Steve Harvey, you in cahoots with them, and I mean it's not just, it's so much hard work that I see every single day. Ozell is putting a video out every single day, man. Maybe that's what rebrandUS needs to do. Take a a chapter out of his book as well as Demarcus. But every day he's got a video, and if it's not him, it's his uncle. What's your uncle name? Uncle Silky Smooth.
Silky Smooth.
Silky Smooth. If it's not Ozell, it's Silky Smooth, or Ozell putting up pictures, or he giving awards to some of his clients. He got Tony Dorsett. Y'all saw the video earlier. He got, you name it, Nelly, Snoop Dogg. He does it. Tell us how you have the energy, man. Where is it coming from?
You got a lot.
Let me take you California. A lot of times people.
We're going to just guess that you're saying something deep right now. We can't.
What's going on?
It's funny how it works whenever you say something like that. Okay, we hear you.
Okay, Keith. I said I don't want people to get lost in the stars, right? Because every star is those individuals work that 9 to 5. Those celebrities really don't care anything about you. They don't call you for your birthday. They don't ask how your kids. They don't care nothing about that. But it's those hard working individuals like Big Ant. You know. I remember when Ant first. You got a daughter, right, Ant?
Sure do. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when she first came. That girl was 10-30 up, going to check on his baby. You know what I mean? But it's the everyday people who are really the stars. Those are the people that has kept the Fade Shop and Eddie's going for so long.
That's amazing, man.
I believe it.
That's amazing.
I love your spirit, just period. Like the striving spirit, the driving spirit that you give out. Everything. Look at it. She's walking in the
we got patrons.
This is my business partner.
Oh, really?
Right here. This is the queen of education for the Eddie's Hair Skincare product line. She's the most versatile stylist in the world out of Commerce, Texas.
Commerce, Texas. What's up, y'all?
In the house. Okay.
Jay the Blade.
Pleased to meet you, Jay the Blade.
So do you want to tell us what you have coming up in the future? Coming up soon? Or what you got going on now?
Soon. We are going to Ohio. Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, this weekend, Saturday, April the 16th, for the with an exclusive fashion and barber expo, the EFAB Expo, going down in Columbus, Ohio this weekend. We'll be there. Jade, she's getting ready to hit the road right now. So we're going to have the Eddie's Hair and Skincare products out there. I'll be teaching the class back to the basics of barbering and styling. Teaching individuals how to just go back to where it all started. All this stuff. Listen, do what you're supposed to do, and you're going to get what you're supposed to get.
All right. Okay.
24th, we're going to be in Fort Worth, Texas for the, I think I hit it right here. Where that? Okay. Yeah, for the Cutting Crazy Cut Party. It's April the 24th. It's at, 6301 East Lancaster Avenue in Fort Worth, Texas. I will be hosting that event. So we're looking for vendors. If someone has a food truck and they want to come out there and get their cook on, they looking for one vendor. And also, if you want to display your talents, display your styles, listen, come on out because we're looking for you. And then on the 29th, the 30th, and the 1st of May, we will be in Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
All right.
A barber with a lot of miles on him, boy. You cut. He not only is he cutting the road, he cutting hairs. He cutting the road. Hey,
Ozell. Eddie's long path tour. Just going out there, introducing the products to the world. We have some of the best products in the world made with all natural ingredients. A product line that's built with integrity. These products do exactly what they say they're going to do. If you're looking for a smooth shave. We have an awesome shaving gel. If you're looking for something that's going to lay them edges down, we
Oh
have
yeah, because I
awesome,
need my edges laid down. That's what I was going to ask you.
we got awesome pomade. If you got that dry, that brittle, that let me see, Roscoe Jenkins chest hair. We got our hair and skin butter that's gonna instantly soften it up. So I just said you want you to go out and try at ease. So go to tryatease.com and work with a company that's built with integrity. We do exactly what we say we're gonna do.
Nice.
Already, I love it.
I think there's some good words to end on. Ozell, man, I really appreciate you. I'm gonna have to come by and get my beard. No, I don't even have enough beard to really get trimmed up. Man, I appreciate you. I've been following you. I just want you to know that I've been keeping my eye on you for the last several years on Facebook and other platforms. Man, you're doing your thing. I'm proud of you, brother.
Yes. Thanks for coming
Man,
out.
you grew up on me, man. You talking about 21 years. 21 years.
Yeah. When I started working for the Tom Jordan Morning Show, I was right there with you, my man.
Hey, boy, you got that voice, too. Hey, you sound like Rudy V.
Sound better. Hey, Ozell, we appreciate it. And let's see, I'm going to go to the comments real quick. We have congratulations. Thank you for coming on, man. We're going to have you on again. We got to do some more promotions. Hey, look, rebrandUS. Before we go out, Ace, do we have who do we have on next week?
I need my promo.
I don't have it. You're going to have to just go.
In honor of Damon Dugan actually got me. It was a group of people that I had previously interviewed, and he made me think about it. So I'm going to go back and get them. So next week, we're actually going to be talking to auto mechanics with clean hands. And we're going to be asking, what the hell you been doing all day?